back again, guys, and this is one of the 4 that's headed to Real Sociedad. Yes, Craig is sending 4 players to Real Sociedad, as you guys would have previously seen. And if you haven't seen it yet, go back and check those videos out. Anyways, this one is one of the 4, Dante Peralta.
Yeah.
A young stud in Craig Butler's youth program, and he really has a lot of faith in this one, you know. And I've seen him play, you know. I like his raw ability, I like the talent that he has. But anyways, let's hear what he has to say.
Walk into the room. We need to give the killer a big hand. Come up in the middle because we have big hand behind. Big hand. Don't be shy. Stay right there. Come up beside me.
Coach, you see the captain of the team?
Yeah, he's the captain of Mona High, and he put on a piece of performance today. The killer. Piece of performance. Top defending. We all central defenders. We always have attacking centers. Was in the box going for it. Starting the play, breaking up plays, leading the team. At one point, we're leading George's by St. George's College, who Andy is supposed to be one of the top schools in Jamaica. Yeah, and Mona High, who Dante plays for and I coach, was leading them by 5 goals to 1 at one point. We stepped off the pedal and just eased down.
We can ask him some questions, coach.
By 3. Okay?
We can ask Dante some questions. Because Dante is somebody that I really want to speak to.
Go ahead. Ask him why I got the name Killer now.
Alright, start with that. Start with that, and then we'll proceed with our questions. Because me and Rachel have been wanting to talk to you for a while.
Alright, so the reason why I believe I got that nickname is because the way how I was when I was coming up, very helpful and everything, and I was improving rapidly. And I was also improving rapidly when I was playing football as well. Going to train every single day, not missing a single day, and I've been also playing in the matches a lot.
That's why I got the name.
And they've also been for me.
You think so? He was a little softy when he was younger. He was a little soft mama's boy.
This is the story that
He's still that way. He still comes out
expose the man
every night before he goes to bed. Every night he was a big hug and kiss good night. And he always.
We're not going to allow you for coming to the man's street cred, coach.
We're
talking about football, right?
He cooks every night for the boys. Believe it or not, he loves to cook, and he is a real leader. But that softness and gentleness gradually faded away into a real leader, hard as nails, tough, hard tackling, strong. I remember when Andy and those guys came down on the first day of the combine. The goalkeeper, I think, fell on Dante's knee, and Jordy, who is one of the agents, is also a doctor, and he looked at it. He's like, he's gonna be out for a while. By the next day, Dante was back playing with that knee going all the way through, and so he went from being dip to killer dip.
Yeah, so I guess this is how we got the name Killer. Obviously, the youth that try to go around it and never to want to tell us a bit soft, know him kind of harder than, you know, how he was before. But can I expose the man?
All I know is whatever he was when he was what he was, he's not that anymore.
Yeah.
He's a tough kid.
Yeah.
A good leader. Honestly, one of the best young leaders that I've seen with my own 2 eyes, and I've seen quite a few. I've seen quite a few youngsters play football, and he's just a natural born leader, honestly.
All right.
Images with Dante at Ajax at 5 years old when Leon and Kyle and Sharky went on trial with Edwin van der Sar and Marco Omars. And he was just little and he was just always there. If you look in the pictures, you just see him in a little corner somewhere throughout the whole development of Leon. And he was grasping all of that and developed his own style. He became like a left back that was strong, that could go forward, that could play centre forward, and play central defender. So that's how he got the name Killer Dip.
I have a question. How old is he?
Ask him, no? Ask him.
Yeah, 16. I must say, the first time I saw him play, I think it was a Manning Cup match, Jomar. We were watching Manning Cup match on TV. And I saw his face, I was like, that's a kid. And then I saw him play, and I asked Jomar, who is this guy? This is a big man. The maturity that he plays with and how versatile he is. The way he slots into the back when he needs to. Walk me through that. What makes you a versatile player?
Just being a coachable player. I listen to my coaches a lot, and just tell them what they are, just follow the directive that they give.
Right.
I want some aspirations from some of the boys. So you can go around the table. I want to know, because I know what you want for them in a coach. I know you want them to achieve the highest heights in football. What are your aspirations?
My aspirations is to be playing at the highest level in football, and I really hope I can achieve it one day as well.
What do you consider the highest level of football? Just to picture me.
Like the Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, and the list goes on to like top teams in like one of the top 5 leagues in the world.
Alright, that's a perfect segue. Apparently, coach.
What? Bro, this is a 15-year-old, right? This guy is super mature. You see how he speaks the best out of all of the players around the table. He speaks with clarity. You can hear the command in his voice when he speaks, and he's just 15 years old. I can see why everybody says he's a leader. You can see it.
But even beyond him being articulate and intelligent, because I think that's a testament to his background. You know, he would have gone to a good prep school and then went to St. George's High School, even beyond his ability to speak well, because that's not necessarily something that is provided to everyone, that opportunity to be able to know how to articulate yourself in that manner. His leadership quality, like on the field, how he relates to players in various social backgrounds, because that's what football is, you know, an amalgamation of various different social groups and social backgrounds. He is able to galvanize each and every one of them. You know, he's not going to be the type who's going to be talking power or whatever. You get what I'm trying to say? But him talk as best as he can to allow everybody to understand on the field and off the field. A great leader.
Yeah, and he's sure of himself. You can see he's a young man that's sure of himself, very confident.
Oh, well, we're going to Real Sociedad, and I'm really excited to go. I believe that we'll do well when we go. We're very strong players, and they'll if they can put their mind to it, then they'll make it, and I believe we can.
And for the people who don't know you, can you speak about you as a footballer first and foremost, and then after that I want you to speak about your current season, because we know that you've played in the Manning Cup. Even though you've been a 15-year-old playing in the Manning Cup, I started one of the leaders of the team. I want you to walk me through your footballing acumen. You as a footballer player. Tell us about yourself as a footballer.
Alright, well, me as a footballer, when I was younger, I wasn't really that serious. I probably started to get serious like when I turned 12, and then I went to Cayman, which is one of the trips I've been on. And when I went to Cayman, then I was on the bench. I didn't really get a lot of games and all that. And then when I came back, I was working harder and all that. Then the trip after that, we went to Belgium. When I went to Belgium, I played very well. Didn't concede a lot of goals. And the only match we lost was against Leverkusen, which was 7-4. And then after Leverkusen, then Spain was before Cayman.
Go on.
So then after Belgium, then it came back around October where there was the schoolboy football competition coming up to play Pepsi. And I played Pepsi for Georgia as well. And then I scored in the semi-finals against Casey and in the finals to win it against Wilmot as well for the first time in 17 years.
One thing though, bro. Do you hear how well traveled this
He's just 15 years old. Every time he speak and he reveal more about himself, I say this kid is just 15. Oh, and that adds to being a leader too, you know, when you've been around the world and you've seen stuff. You know, you're not really bothered by a Manning Cup game, you're not bothered by a Colts game. When you've been overseas playing against top level players that are going to be full professionals, they will be, because they're in the best environment to be that in 5 years, 6 years time. So this is one for the future also, bro.
Position where you playing at that time?
Yeah, because that's quite a CV.
Centre forward.
And you are left back.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make up.
Tell the story.
They were talking like
Give him a props though.
I was there playing for Georges at the time. They said, "Oh, I wasn't a good enough centre back. I can't play centre back enough. Ball, not technical enough."
And then you want to be a defender though, or were you just put to play defense, or do you like genuinely want to be a defender?
I mean, I want to play defense. I like playing there.
Right.
And then, like, we were in the quarterfinals, and then we're playing against Mona, and we were down 1-0. And then after that, then Coach Craig came down and told Coach to put me on a striker. And then he turned around and asked if I could play striker. And then he said, yeah. I went on and played striker.
So Phoenix players can play everywhere. Straight.
I came on, we got the free kick over for the winger, and then the winger scored after that. And we came back to 1-1. And the next match was against JC, which we won 3-2. And then the match after, we played in St. Catherine, and I came off. After that, we played in the semi-finals against Casey. And then the match finished 2-0. I scored the last goal to seal off the match. And then we also...
Poor Whisper.
And then that was also against Dijon Richards' Whisper, which is another person also coming to Spain with us. And then I played in the finals against Giovanni Bell, which is the 14-year-old I played against Waterhouse.
Your tentacles far and wide, Craig. That's what's apparent from this story.
Yeah.
I scored the only goal, and then after that, then I went back to Phoenix after the season was finished, and I kept on training. COVID hit, and then I went to Germany for about a year, and I was there playing there in Germany at Bonn RC. And then I came back here, and then I started training Phoenix again, and then I went to Mona and played Manning Cup, and now I'm here playing Colts, and I'm ready to go back again to Europe.
Non-stop.
You can speak more about this, because you've seen him play more than I have. I feel like his strengths, obviously, his maturity, whether that be on or off the field.
Yeah.
He's very mature as a footballer, but also his versatility. Forward, left back, centre back, wherever you need him to play, this guy can fill in.
Yeah, so I think his best position is at centre back, and that's because I just know where football is going right now. Football is at a place where our central defenders needs to be physically demanding. He's a 6'2", 15 or 16-year-old. Also need to be good technically, you know, good on their feet, good passer. good reader of the game, and I think he possesses all those abilities. So I really do think his best position is at centre back, because he can play on the left side of a back two, he can play on the left side of a back three, and I do think he'd make a competent sweeper as well. So I really do believe that the centre back position is the best position for him. And he does have the ability to go forward and score goals, score headers, stuff like that. So he's versatile and he can play left back. You know, he formerly played forward, but I think right now, at the age that he's at right now, he should settle into that left centre back role. I think that's where he should stay going forward. But he's definitely very versatile.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
Today's full circle because they started off that story saying how you beat Mona playing for Georges, and so today's full circle. I guess what position did you play today? What position did you play for the under 16 team? Because at Manning Cup you would have been one of the leaders in this team, but I can imagine that at this level you are the undisputed leader of the team, which is why you're already captain tournament. Which position did you play or do you play for this under 16 team? And tell me how you play.
So then today I was playing centre back, and then I also went to striker for like about 5, and then after that I was put back down centre back for the rest of the match. And
what kind of centre back you play though? What happens when you get the ball?
When I get the ball, I'm supposed to play the ball forward and then run past everyone and get to the box, and then try to score a chance from there.
And well, as I said, that's quite dynamic and unorthodox, especially compared to Jamaican standards. How do you feel being thrusted into a position where, even though you are a central defender, you have to inherit roles of more than one position? Like, is that okay for you? Is that something that you look forward to doing, or is it something that you think might affect the football of the team? Don't lie because the coach is right there. What do you think about that situation?
Well, to me, I actually think it's a positive because it provides an extra number in the box and also when you're attacking. And when that happens, you also have to make sure that something good comes from it, so like a corner, a goal, or whatever. And while you're up there, you also kind of have to stop the play. If nothing happens from you, you also have to stop the play so you can get back in. And then you also have other players depend on you from behind to make sure that something good comes from it.
Mm-hmm. So doesn't that make you liable at the back though?
Excuse me?
Doesn't having overlapping centre backs or underlapping centre backs leave you vulnerable at the back?
To me, I think it's actually a good thing though, like overall, because the number, you just have extra number going up.
Can I help to answer that question?
Yeah, man, coach, talk to us about that, because you spoke. I heard Duffy mention the attacking centre back, and we didn't get a chance to delve into it. Now's the time to see that we have this opportunity.
All right. The world is now one of the biggest positions that people pay a lot of money for is the 6, the holding midfielder. Yeah. So a part of its development is to be able to cover that central defender and protect the back line. So we have very competent. If we didn't have another competent the other centre half in this team is a kid by the name of Portion, a Carlton.
You can stop it, man.
Oh.
Yeah, what do you want to say?
So basically, essentially, just to summarize what Craig is saying, when one centre back goes, there's a 6 and another centre back to cover. Mm-hmm. Because I asked if the centre back pushing forward so frequently, doesn't that leave you liable? And he's right, because we see in many cases Casemiro is forced to start in between. We see Manchester United, when Harry Maguire takes his strolls forward. We see Nemanja Matic, when Matic plays, slots right in that position. So I understand, and we do see it. And when I said Casemiro, I meant when Ramos would go forward. That's what I meant, people who... Yeah, we do see it, and that's something that is in the world game. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's good that Craig has his boys playing in the dynamic way of the world. Forward football, forward thinking. But to this kid in particular, because that's about it for the interview with Dante Peralta. What are your thoughts? Final thoughts on him?
Good player. I've seen him play, so I know what to expect from Dante Peralta. Again, making a step from the Manning Cup and Colts to go and play in Real Sociedad is a big step. Huge. And on his best day, I'm not sure if he could make a Real Sociedad 25. But I really, really, really hope these players can stay in Europe when they make this trip. Yeah. This is one for the future people, Dante Peralta.
For sure. Yeah. You've heard it here. Alright people, so this time we're going to react to a small segment we did in the same press release with one of the players that are going to Costa Rica. We know him as Bikey. Let's hear what Bikey there for say.
Yeah.
Oh, the story, since that's Craig wants us to start there. Tell us what Craig is talking about.
My story is a long story and very emotional at times. Well, I feel great and I always give credit to my coach, Craig Butler, for these opportunities and always pushing me each and every day, posting and fight. Well, it starts from when I just came to Phoenix and played my first game and I was like, yeah, coach, you like me and think. I was like, I'm going to train. And the next day, look at me and say, you really want to? No, I asked him, what should I do to become a pro footballer? And he looked at me in the eye and said, run.
Yeah.
He left like in 2 days. He was back and forth in 2 days. I wasn't looking at like say he was watching me. I said gone. So when he leaves, he messaged me, even know what number, and said make sure you keep your promise and make sure you say I run. So that build up my confidence and give me a boost to know that he cares. So,
All right, so tell me why you think he insisted that you ran so frequently when he just signed. Why do you think that was?
because at the first game I played for Phoenix, I won a lot and he saw the potential at doing it back. So
Tell him how much you win, huh?
That's what I was trying to get at.
He might go around it.
Tell him how much you win.
They even like show like the picture of the money. Serious.
Yeah, so that's what I was getting at, as I mentioned. Not necessarily.
300 pounds at 14. Bro.
Goodness.
Lord, finish the story.
So
Once again, bro, hyperbole,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't think he was 300 pounds. However, what I do know is that Mikey was a big kid,
Yeah.
right? He was a big kid, and I guess Craig saw the potential in him, you know?
Again, put some respect on Craig Butler's name, bro. This guy, he knows talent, he can develop talent.
Yeah.
I forgive him that.
I run for 2 months. Never know say him come. I say no, my chance to train today. And the worst nightmare. Me or somebody like he never wait for nothing. I didn't look on the pitch. Look, me I kick the ball. And he coast for the whole day. Never touch back a ball for the rest of 4 months. And then instead, yeah, so that was 6 months now. And then instead, you can start work with your technical and start work now. I mean, think it was all that technical. Only for core, I start doing. I'm saying you could be the abs now. You're gonna need girl and everything. So I'm starting doing yeah. And then I start get speed. I don't know where the speed come from. So I start do a lot of short sprint. I remember do a lot of short sprint. So I start get speed and then turn into like a tank. So I used to play. I start out at centre back. Teach me how to be calm. Cause normally when I just come Phoenix, normally kick out the ball and I say, oh, no, none of that. I say go wide, get the ball, play it, look for your 6 or your wing back.
Yeah.
Then so I got the speed now. I start play right back. So I can run on the player, tackle him and win the ball, play the ball simple. And then I'm still get the speed now. So you know, time and time, Phoenix don't have a normal system. Them system here, you have to think. So, and when them work, you have to wonder if you're a human doing them thing. So, you start to overlap, you have to square them. When you overlap, you have to run back. So, you can't run back, the man who play right wing, have to fill in your space. But more while, you have to fill in your own space. That's your job. Because coach will say, all the time you can overlap your choice. You have to overlap at least 10 times. Because coach, if you overlap 10 times, you know nothing. So, we get the speed and speed up rapidly. They must start playing right wing. Them time the money could never start at what day. Start playing right wing. And then start playing right wing, get the ball and square everything. So I want to get the speed and everything. And then now dropping a centre forward when no one really need a centre forward. And he just give me the base. Tell me, just turn and kick. And brace up, use the body and brace and lay and get the 8 a shot for the goal. And we can pivot and get a shot.
What about loop?
Yeah, you can loop,
Peel.
draw with the defender.
Check. Alright,
Not this one, it's a lot.
Yeah, man. And all right, and you play not only do you play as a forward that peels off turns and get shots and goal, but I've also seen you be a pivotal part in the build-up play, and I think it's a trademark pass of yours, off the chest, lay off to the wingers or to the attacking midfield. I see you doing that quite a lot. Tell us about your role as like a pivot, how you help in build-up play, not necessarily scoring the goals, but being a provider for your 10 or your wingers to get into good positions. Tell us how you end up being such like that.
Coach always tell me, you give and you get.
Yeah.
You want to others what you want them to do to you. So if you lay properly to your 8 and then help up with the build-up players, you will get back feedback from them for scoring goals. So
play with that
kind heart. You always tell you play with that kind heart. So you give and you get.
That's why we see Liam Bailey passing the ball so much on top of the box instead of shooting.
Kind heart.
Yeah.
Even though me and Rush would have loved to see him crack it from outside with the left foot into the far corner, I can tell you that.
What do you think is gonna happen after this?
Yeah. So, bro, you know, tell me about this player. What do you think about this one?
You know, I think in terms of pure natural talent and quality, you know, I don't think he's on the level as the Dante Duncans or the Richards, you know, Daniel Mitchell, so on and so forth, the ones that are going to also say that. However, this one is going to Malta, right? Yeah, I think he's going to Malta. He has a hunger, you know, and he's a smart footballer. That's what I've seen. He's a smart footballer, he's a hungry footballer, and he wants to do better. And he pushes himself. And they always say something that what them say, talent fails when talent doesn't work hard, or something like that. Guys, please tell me in the comments
I feel
how
you.
that's
I get what you're
said.
saying.
But is a player who works hard and who wants it. And I like how he plays. And I think he's a good hold-up, original number 9 type player that there's still a spot for in world football.
Yeah,
and I think he'll find his way.
Yeah. Again, another characteristic of all these Phoenix players, bro. Versatility. Started out at centre back, went left back or right back, went midfield, went the wing, then to number 9. So yeah, hopefully he can make it, and let's see. We'll talk to them. Hopefully we can talk to them during the trial or after the trial, or after their trip, and see how well it goes.
Or while they're on their trip.
That's it. Let's go. Next one.